Hey yo, what's going on guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we are down here at the local Pizzy skate park, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to do the infamous and amazing looking Stanley flip. A lot of people want to know how to do this trick. It's a very technical trick to do, so I'm going to go through it step by step, show you the ways I do it, and yeah, hopefully by the end of this video you can either get closer to the Stanley flip, learn something about the Stanley flip that you didn't know, or maybe even land your first Stanley flip. So sorry about the audio, there's quite a bit of wind and I have to self-film this video today because I don't have anyone else down here to film me. So let's get straight into the tutorial and get into the steps.
I played it innocent, a feel of discontent. I'm finally facing it all, fearless.
Alright, before I get started with the Stanley flip tutorial, first things first, I want to let you guys know that the Stanley flip is a very high risk trick and it's very difficult. So before you even get started on trying the Stanley flip, make sure you have your helmet on for 100% safety. You should be wearing your helmet whenever you ride, and then if you really want to and you want to feel even more comfortable, chuck on your knee pads, any other protective gear you have, chuck it on, because the Stanley flip is a very high risk trick. If you bail out and hand your noggin, you want to have your helmet on to save your head, and if you bail out and land your knees, you want to have some knee pads to save your knees. So knee pads is not compulsory, helmet compulsory. You should wear a helmet whenever you ride, so make sure you have those things on before you try the Stanley flip. And now let's get into the steps on learning how to do the Stanley flip. Alrighty, so step number one, or like not really a step, but you should be able to do a backflip very comfortably before you try the Stanley flip. You don't want to be doing a backflip uncontrollably and like all weird like this. You want to be doing a backflip nice and controlled, being able to fall up and control your flip properly, and the speed and rotation and all that good stuff like this.
Here it comes.
So if you can't flip like that, make sure you go watch my how to flip tutorial. It will be up in the cards in the left and right hand corner of the screen. Go and watch that, learn how to flip properly, then come back to this video and learn how to do the infamous Stanley flip. Alrighty guys, so step number 2 for the Stanley flip. This step's going to sound a bit weird, but you guys got to learn how to bail out of a flip, because the Stanley flip is basically kind of you bailing out of a flip but also controlling it at the same time. So to bail out of the flip and learn how to do it, all you want to do is to bail to one side. You want to bail to the side you're actually going to do the Stanley flip on. So for me, that's my left side. I'm going to Stanley flip this way, so I'm going to learn how to bail this way. All you want to do is take your feet off and just rotate with the scooter in your hand, so you get the feel of like doing a backflip without your scooter onto your feet. I'll show you what I mean, but basically all you do, come up to the ramp, do a normal backflip, but as you take off, just take your feet off and rotate with the scooter in your hand. It should follow you all the way around, and then that's going to help you get the Stanley flip a lot better and help you be able to bail out of the Stanley flip. So if you do stuff up, you're not going to hurt yourself as bad. So just flip, take your feet off, bring the scooter around with you. Let me show you what I mean right now. Alrighty guys, so step number 3, this is actually doing the motion of the Stanley flip. A lot of people get this wrong, so I'm going to try and go through it step by step and show you how I actually do it. So first of all, I should have mentioned this at the start of the video, you don't want to be trying your first Stanley flip on a 2-foot quarter with no transition. You want to be trying on like a good 4-foot quarter, good transition, and a nice coping that's going to pop you. After you find that, then you can try the Stanley flip, and here's actually how the motion works. So a lot of people think it's a decade, so basically they go up, do a decade around the scooter while doing a backflip. Wrong, because if you did a decade, you're going to land heel side. So watch, if I go up, decade, I'm landing heel side, which I don't when I do a Stanley flip, I land toe side. So obviously it's not a decade. So here's what it actually is. So basically what you want to do, approach the ramp, normal speed, same as you would do as a backflip. And then as you come up to the ramp, just before you hit the coping, we're going to use that bail technique that we learned before. So you're used to taking your feet off the scooter and doing a backflip, right? So yeah, as you approach the coping, like just before, you want to push your scooter down. This is where a lot of people get scared, but trust me, push your scooter down as hard as you can and jump off your scooter. So it's simultaneously. So jump off, push your scooter down, and your legs should kick this way. And then after that happens, you want to turn your bars 90 degrees, and then you're just going to rotate like a normal backflip. It's going to feel weird, and then this is where a lot of people think it's a decade. Your bars are going to turn all the way 180, and while you're going to be upside down. And then as it comes around, you're going to bring your scooter back up, and that's going to bring the bars around a full bar spin. That's where a lot of people think it's a decade, but it's not. You'll see when it's in the slow mo. Next, so push down your scooter, bring it up all the way around. We're now here at the 180 part of the bars. That's when you just want to bring your bars around to a full 180 and spot your feet, and then, or spot your deck, sorry, yeah, spot your feet obviously. Spot your deck, and then you want to bring the scooter up to your feet. Literally bring it up to you. So don't try and bring your feet to the scooter, bring the scooter to your feet and stomp it, and that's going to stop your rotation a bit. And then basically spot your landing, land, roll away victorious, and learn how to do the Stanley flip. Let me run through one more time for you guys. So, approaching the ramp, normal speed, normal backflip speed. You're gonna push down as you get about a few centimeters away from the coping. Push down, throw your feet towards you, like out in front of you, and then push your scooter down. And then once you're in the air, rotate like a normal backflip. Keep that scooter down so it doesn't move. And then you want to bring it around. But bars are going to turn to 180. After you've done the backflip, they're going to turn around the full 360. Bring it up to your feet, catch it, land, right away clean. Now, let me show you Stanley flips so you can see what I mean, how it's not a decade, and how I put all the steps into motion and actually do the Stanley flip. Hopefully you can learn something from this, so let's do a couple of Stanley flips for you guys. Alrighty guys, so I got you set up on a bin right now. Basically, as you saw in those videos, I slowed it down for you guys. Hopefully you can see that it's not a decade, and how I actually push down on my scooter, bring it to the side of me, and then rotate around. And then when it comes to my feet, I bring it up to my feet. I don't get my feet to the deck, I bring the deck to my feet. So now what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna chuck on the GoPro chest mount. I'm gonna get a couple more Stanley flips for you guys, maybe do one over the hip or something like that, so you guys can see in different scenarios when there's no coping, I'm still pushing down. I'm even pushing down even harder to get that scooter to stay still. So let me go onto the GoPro chest mount, do a couple of Stanley flips there. So I'll see you over there in 3, 2, 1. Alrighty guys, and just like that, we are on the GoPro chest mount and we are at the pizzy hip. So basically what I'm going to do a couple of Stanley flips on the hip and a couple of Stanley flips in other places, maybe on the fly out over there, just so you guys can see the concept of me pushing down on my bars and all that. So let's get started with the first Stanley flip over the pizzy hip, and yeah, hopefully you guys can see what I'm actually doing within the Stanley flip. And just like that guys, that is going to conclude it for today's video. If you did end up enjoying and learn something about the Stanley flip, whether that be something about the motion that you're doing wrong or that you just didn't know, or whether if you landed your first Stanley flip because of this video, make sure you go down and leave a like and comment what you learned, or if you landed your first Stanley flip. Hopefully those clips of the Stanley flip did do justice on showing how the motion works on the pushing down of the scooter and like bringing it up to your feet, and how it's not really a decade. I kind of go like a normal backflip around it. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy. If you want to see some more tutorials, leave down in the comments what tricks you want me to teach, and I'll be happy to do that. I love teaching tutorials because I love teaching you guys how to do tricks and making you guys better riders. So yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and as always guys, peace out. I'll see you guys in the next video. Choo!